Hello and welcome to an unboxing of Flames of War Grant Armoured Troop. British unit, mid-war. You can see on the box, you get 5 tanks in there. On the back, it gives you a breakdown diagram about how to assemble the Grant tank and a 100% representation of the size. Contents, you get 5 plastic grants, you get a tank commander sprue, you get 1 decal sheet, and 5 unit cards. 5 unit cards. That's interesting. It is 1/100th scale, or 15 millimeters, so let's open this up and see what we have. Okay, open it up. Let's pull this out. Ooh, my. They packed it all in. Okay, so we'll put these off to the side here. So as you can see, you have 5 Grant sprues. It's molded in the basic British yellow color, which if you're not into painting, that's quite alright. So on here you can take a look at the front view and the back view of the individual sprues. So I will go ahead and give a little bit of a close-up as far as the sprue goes. Now this is meant to be put together fairly easily. You can see that there are options to build the M3 Lee in addition to the British Grant. The British modified the turret when they first bought them. They wanted to put in a more roomier turret. That's why you see the Lee version and the Grant version. So the Americans did not develop the Grant turret to start with. Now, you can also notice that here and here, okay, and I'll see, I can bring it a little closer here. You may see where my fingers are. Those are the 75 millimeter guns. There's the short version and the long version. In game terms, it does not matter. But the original, the earlier version, Grants and Lees, had the short 75. The later production had the longer 75. If we turn on the front side here, you can see where all the detail of the sprockets, you can see the details on the hull and whatnot. Of course, the nice thing I want to mention to you is for the hull here, you guys may notice that you've got 2 holes on one side, 3 holes on the other, which makes it practically impossible to mess up on attaching the track assemblies with it. I like the fact that the track assemblies are in fact one piece. That just makes it so much simpler. So you get 5 of those. What else do we have here? So we have our tank commander sprues here. So you could choose to do American or British tank commanders. That is up to you. This is the hard plastic styrene type of plastic, not like the British figures that you were seeing. For the motor platoon, which I have not done, I have not looked at the motor platoon. In terms of your transfers, your decals, you may notice that here, okay. And then of course our last thing here are the cards themselves, the troop cards. And that's quite a few in here, so okay. So, of course, this is going under the assumption that you may not have gotten the Monty's Desert Rats boxed set. So they do include the unit cards as a question of convenience. So here you have the Grant as an Armored HQ, and then on the back it talks about the stats of the Grant, its armor, its motivation ratings, confidence, skills. It also talks about the movement range of its weapons, how many dice it gets to roll, whether it is halted or moving. So there's a lot of nice information that is up on the card. Some people like that, some people don't. That's really a preference thing. For this particular one here, we look at a card here that talks about the 7th Armored Division, what kind of formations you can have, because with the 4th edition Flames of War, now you can choose to have multiple formations as long as you have the points to go with it. And then it talks about, on the back, it talks about the support units that are available to it. Now, they did include a wild card there, so we will see. It's based on future releases, this being very late June 2017. So on this card here, ladies and gentlemen, we have the movement choices for our troops, movement orders that can be given, and on the back it just gives you the picture of the El Alamein boxed set. I am not entirely sure why that there are two Grants here in terms of the unit information cards. So we roll with it. So you got two of these in addition to the HQ. I think only one would be suffice. And on the back it tells you how many points that unit is, and it tells you how many Grants you're going to have in that squadron. And then it talks a little bit about the special rules. So that's a handy little piece of information there. So all in all, the desert with the Grant sprue, I want to point out that you can use this to make the American M3 Lee if you wish. You can also use this as Lend-Lease on the Russian front as well, even though it wasn't very popular with the Russian soldiers. They referred to it as the coffin for 6 brothers or something to that extent. Compared to their T-34s. But it was also a useful stopgap measurement, especially in 1942-43 in the fighting in the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the unboxing for the Grant Armored Troop. I'm hoping that you got something out of it. It benefited you. Until next time, goodbye, good luck, and God bless you.